In each of us, there is an invisible power, a powerful source of energy that can help us overcome every challenge and every goal. However, in order to exploit and make the most of this power, we need to take the time to understand ourselves, develop our skills, and build self-confidence from within. Developing yourself is not an easy task. It is a long journey that requires patience, determination, and confidence. Come with me to explore concrete steps to nurture and develop your inner strength so that you can live a meaningful and successful life. I've learned, and I think a lot of other people have too, that if you want something in life, if you want to change yourself, if you want to get something, or if you have a goal you want to reach, it's not as easy as some people make it seem. It's hard to live your dream, change your behavior, and break bad habits. It's tough that living by yourself is so tough. And once we accept that life is hard, it's really hard. A guy named Dimples once sang a song called, "If It Ain't One Thing, It's Enough." There are 12 other things besides the one thing I said. Always something. You will always have problems in life. Someone said this and I like it. Are you in trouble, just left one, or hit it toward one? Does anyone else think that was so racist? If you know what I mean, there's always something. So how do we start to feed that hunger? What are the traits or features of people who are hungry? I'm hungry for some of the things I want. What will it take for me to get them? First, you need to work on yourself. It's very important that you keep working on yourself to grow. It seems like you spend more time on yourself than you used to. It's really important. That is something you owe yourself. The University of Success by O.G. Mandino was the book I was reading. I got a chill when I read one line. There was nothing else for me to read in the book. He said that a lot of us never understand how great we are because other things take our attention away. We take on too much and don't know how to say no. Plus, we're always busy with other things and never have time to do the things we need to do to improve ourselves. Then a second goes by, another second is gone, another second is gone. Time can't stop for us. You don't know when you'll wake up because you're behind on your bills and your thoughts. You are the director of your own life. So decide to take some time to work on yourself. You earn it. You are the star of your show, as Michael Todd would say. You are in charge and writing the story. You will decide if your life is a smash, an office hit, or a flop. That's up to you. It's very important to work on yourself and talk to yourself. The negative talk that's going on inside your head all the time, even when you don't want it to be there. Right now, you can't stop telling yourself that you can't do it. It's happening. So part of becoming more independent is being able to stand up for yourself. Sometimes you have to tell yourself to shut up. You need to do this. There was a voice inside me telling me, you can't do this. I was going to give a lecture. You don't have everything you need. I stopped talking. I'm behind on my bills and you're telling me what I can't do. You'll be scared sometimes. You'll lose your mind. Some people will be able to scare you. You may be wondering what's wrong with me. I'm not crazy. That's why you need to learn how to consciously, deliberately, and resolutely stand up inside yourself, work on yourself, and pay attention to that inner conversation. It will decide how good your life is. This doesn't make sense to me. I understand this. It's been hard for me to lose weight. I am strolling through the airport. This person asked, why don't you have some coming up? Not at all. Okay, then just one. After you eat that, you jerk, you might as well get a sticker now. In other words, it's hard. My mom made a kind of pie with sweet potatoes. You should take off your shoes before you eat. Need to take you somewhere where you can move your feet. It gets stuck in my hands. Eat it, it says. That voice won't be heard all the time by one little bite. Colonel Sanders sent little demons to drive my car in there. I had to say, no, no, no. Today, I'm going to diet. Someone was hit by a truck. He might have lived if it had gone a little further. Some people here know what I mean. If you think that voice is great, raise your hand. You need to ignore that thought. You have to ignore that noise when you're working on something you want to finish. You have to convince yourself every day of your skills, your work, and your desire to reach your goal. Every single day, you have to sell yourself. Whatever you're doing will show up based on how much you believe it. Everything in our lives, including what we have now, is a result of what we unconsciously think we deserve. And you have to keep convincing yourself every day if you want to really believe it. You need to market yourself. I train a lot of people for many companies and put on sales seminars. I've heard all kinds of guys teach people skills on how to close sales, work with the sale, take control of it, and ask for the close. Let me tell you something. You are able to learn any method there is. It won't happen for you if you don't believe in yourself. I learned everything. This is why I teach something called focus on the seller. Pay attention to yourself. You will start to see a change in the things you do as you sell yourself every day. Selling yourself on your skills to do a job or reach a goal. Telling yourself every day, here I go again. I've got what it takes. It's my day. And nothing outside can stop me. Life will tell you to come over here when you go out there. Say it again. I'll be back tomorrow then. Which brings me to the next point. It takes guts to act like you're hungry after losing. Starting over takes guts. I used to sell things and work with a friend who did the same thing. And going door to door to sell things is really harsh and unfair punishment. At that time, I was a kid who hit the door. Hey there, would you like to buy a nice TV that works? Not a dime down, no bam. The door was slammed in your face. A friend of mine who worked with me also slammed the door in his face. When I turned around, he was on his way to the car. He told her, I can't do this. He got in the car and told them, go ahead, I'll be here when you get back. He had a mom and dad to take care of him now. My mom was sick. I have a family. I was hungry. I had to keep going. Someone told me it was Winston Churchill who said, when you step into your fears, you learn something about yourself. He said that being brave means failing over and over again without giving up. When you face your fears and keep pushing yourself to keep going, something good will happen that will help you go beyond yourself. I went to the next door. Would you like to buy a nice desk? Nope, bam. Moved on to the next one. Nope, bam. I stopped caring about it after a while and started to play a game. I told them, well, I know there's a yes out there somewhere. I'm going to keep going until I find it, and I'm not going home until I do. I kept knocking on doors. After a while, someone would say yes. I asked, are you sure? I would go in and make the sale. If you spend a lot of time trying to convince or get approval from other people about something you want to do, you will lose your nerve and give up on your dream. Life is interesting like that. I've also learned that sometimes, especially when you have some guts to act, do something unique and life will move on. I would still be a disc jockey if I weren't married. I didn't just quit on my own to go to the state assembly. I lost my job. I had work to do, and one day I came home. I was married at the time, and I told my ex-wife, that guy Bird I work for is dumb. She asked, if he's that stupid, why does he sign your check? You now understand why I split up with her, right? That night I couldn't stand her. I had trouble sleeping. There was this guy who was running my life. I was going through a lot of changes because this man was in charge of my pay. Carlyle was the one who said, truth that is smashed to the ground will rise again. As Winston Churchill said, the truth can't be argued with. Even if people with bad intentions or no knowledge make fun of it, it will always be there. As the Bible says, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. And the fact that I wasn't in charge of my own life was something I had to accept. I wasn't really giving everything I had. I really did want to do some things, but I didn't have the guts to do them. And the truth is that Birch Hiles helped me. I had a terrible time because of him. I needed to change the way I saw my life. I began going to work earlier. I was the last person to leave that place. I began to work longer and harder than everyone else. The other guys couldn't. Les, why do you have to work so hard? I told them I didn't work for them. I've been lying to Bert. I believed. I lied to my family and to myself. Do everything you can, no matter where you are or what you're doing. Giving more than what you're paid for should become a habit. Set goals for yourself that other people will use to judge your performance. It is said that you should not follow the road, but instead should go where there is none and leave a trail. Okay, today it's simple to be awful. Today it's simple to feel down. I worked for a company that was cutting back and would be firing about 1,500 people in the next few weeks. That place is very sad. 9 times out of 10, the people who stay there will only do what they need to do to avoid getting fired. That's something anyone can do. But if you can start to control yourself and say, I'm going to do the best I can with what I have, that's an expression of who you are. Being average will become a habit if you do it often enough. If you consistently give less than what you're capable of, it will show in your attitude. It will start to hurt your mental health. And you don't want to be a part of behavior like that hurts you. That's why you want to hold yourself really high. Next, you need to feel a sense of urgency. This is part of what feeds that hunger. Aurelia told him, "Stop acting like you have 1,000 years to live. You're either here today or you're not here today. Do a little of what you want to do if you can't do it all at once." I agree with what Robert Schuller says. He said it's hard by the yard, but easy by the inch. Do a little of it. Bobby Kerr, one of my friends, used to live with me. It was Bobby's dream to work in public relations. Getting to work with people made him happy. His dream girl to marry was named Clarice. Bobby put things off for a long time. Not long after, Bobby was moved to a different place at his old job. He went out to party with the people at his new job. And Bobby had a huge heart attack and passed away. Robert didn't smoke or drink, and he was under 40 years old when he died. Ask you a question? How much time is left? When you think about that, how much time do you have left? We're not sure. We're not sure. Bobby took everything that made him great, talented, and skilled with him to the grave. Something else he might have added between the quotes under his name. He didn't use everything he had. That's what most of us do. People who have brought stuff into the world don't use most of it. We want to start living our lives with a sense of purpose and sharing what we came into the world to share. No one else will do it if we don't. Stop spending time when we know that if we start living each day as if it were our last, our lives will take off, take on a whole new meaning and expression, and we will value every moment we are blessed with the next thing that starts to feed that hunger. Respect yourself as much as you can. Be careful about what you say. It says something about you when you say something and then break your promise. For those of you who want to be honest with yourself, I promise that if I say it, I'll do it. That's what I am. And I'm going to be very careful about what I promise other people and most importantly, what I promise myself, because I want my life to match what I say and honor who I am and what I say. Learning how to focus, concentrate, and become single-minded is another difficult part of feeding and growing that hunger inside you.
You'll be amazed at what you can do once you learn how to keep things from getting to you. You'll be amazed at the ideas that come to you, the people you can meet, and the chances you can see. Things that have been staring you in the face will start to make you think, I can't believe this has been here all this time. This is something I always do. It could be useful to you. Every morning when I wake up, I start writing down all the great ideas I have for how to reach my goal and make myself better. I just let my thoughts go. I write 15, 20 ideas sometimes. Every day is different and harder than the last. Life can change with just one thought. You can change your life with just one idea. Decide to work on improving your skills. A guy bought a baseball team that was at the bottom of the league. He went to the pitcher and asked, "What is your best throw?" when he took over. He said, "Well, I have a good fastball and a good curveball." He then talked more about his different throws. "But tell me, what is your best throw?" He gave it some thought. "I have a good fastball," he said. That's all the work he told them to do. Not a thing else. Just work on your power. They made it to the World Series the next year. A lot of people don't know where their fastball is. The vast majority of people never find out what their skills are. Most people never get better at what they're good at. They have skills and know-how, but they won't help you if you don't take care of them and help them grow. If you work on your skills, they can take you many places. Most of us don't like doing things that are simple. I've always enjoyed talking to people. I chose to follow this advice and get better at public speaking. My gift has grown over the years, and it has taken me many places. There is something you brought into the world. And if you decide that this is what I want to work on in my life, getting better at what I do well, controlling myself, and seeing what I have inside me, leave your buckets where they are and work on your gifts. I promise you that you'll never be without them again. You can be sure that your gifts will take you to places that will amaze you. As long as you work to improve your gifts, I promise that you will feel very happy. You'll see yourself in a bigger way. We all need some part of our lives where we can feel like we're good at something that people know about when they think about this area. This is because it helps you see yourself in a bigger picture. People know that you eat, sleep, and do that, and you know that you know that you know this. You know this even if you don't know anything else. Do you know? I understand. I know how to do this. Hi there.
You already know this. You need to work on it. People who are strong-willed must be able to focus, read, and take in knowledge while other people are having fun. Make a conscious, planned, determined effort to read one book a month in any area that concerns you. In 5 years, you'll be one of the top 5% experts in the world in that area. Every week, I read at least 2 books. Most people in the U.S. only read 1 book a year. In this time of fast change, overwhelming complexity, and fierce competition, you will always be in charge of your own life if you decide to master the subject you love. Dear friends, the journey of self-development and the discovery of inner power is the most valuable journey you can take. When you invest in yourself, you not only build a better future, but also find joy and meaning in every moment of your life. Your inner strength is the endless source of energy that helps you overcome every challenge and every goal. Always remember, every day is an opportunity for you to grow, to learn, and to progress. Never stop looking for new ways to improve yourself, build confidence, and unlock your potential. Face the challenges with determination and courage, and you will see that nothing is impossible. Trust in yourself and your abilities. Remember, real power comes from within you. As you develop inner strength, you not only become stronger, but also spread confidence and inspiration to those around you. Live with determination and confidence in yourself, and you will see life becoming more wonderful than ever. Let's start our journey of self-development right now. Let every day pass as a step closer to the best version of yourself. You can, and you will. Live with your inner strength and conquer all the challenges that life poses. Let's start now.